Robert Redford has an uncanny knack for remaining under the radar in a field that thrives on publicity. He meticulously crafted his public persona for more than 60 years. The Hollywood A-lister with the golden locks who evaded the tabloids at all costs. She never fumbled. She never overshared. Unlike his peers, Redford refrained from bearing his soul on talk programs and filling his tell-all books with admissions. A person of extraordinary self-control in a society that is becoming more and more confessional. He avoided red-faced interviews, public breakdowns, and tweets sent at midnight that he would come to regret the next day. Robert was anything but shy. A co-worker of his who had worked with him for decades attested that he was methodical. What you saw was just what he intended for you to perceive. I don't need anything else. It was no accident that he had such remarkable command over his public image. What Redford referred to as Hollywood confession culture was blatantly rejected. The increasing pressure from within the industry for celebrities to make public their most private problems into commodities. Why actors feel the need to spill their guts to the public is something I'll never get. In an interview from 2018, Redford made a comment while experiencing an unusual bout of candor. Certain matters ought to be kept secret. Everything is not up for grabs. When you meet him, you'll be taken aback by his genuine charisma. His death on September 16, 2025, however, has allowed a more nuanced picture to emerge. One that peels back the layers of the man's meticulously kept exterior to discover the deep inner challenges that molded him. At long last, we were getting a glimpse of the real guy behind the legend. Thanks to a combination of interviews given in his later years, previously undisclosed private correspondence, and opinions from people closest to him. The reality is that Redford kept hidden from the public eye his great regrets, emotional suffering, and losses that characterized his life. Rather than embarrassment, it stems from a firm belief that some moments are too precious to share with the world. A close relative of Robert's indicated that Robert considered his quiet and suffering to be a kind of dignity. However, all through his life, he also left behind breadcrumbs. Inconspicuous interviews, small-scale confessions, oblique allusions in his writing, and sudden exposures of weakness. Only those paying close attention could hear his story. For our town, it was a devastating loss. He was a pioneer in the genre of political thrillers and an outstanding actor in his own right. Today, we lost a true icon. As we reflect on his extraordinary life and work, these 7 insights, assembled from the bits and pieces he generously shared, provide a fuller picture of the man who held the world at arm's length while inviting us inside the stories he picked to share. When it comes to making a difference, I believe that artists and art are powerful. He lost his twin during delivery. Among the many